Hey, we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, what up? Hello, welcome to an impromptu conversation after what was one of my absolute favorite radio shows that I got to do today. It was a Muffin but Good Vibes Alive radio show. Amazing collaboration, and big ups to this man right here, Craig McKnight. And it just seemed like a good idea that we got together. We talk real quick and say what up to the people. I hope nobody caught the squeaky mic. I got to get it fixed.
Ah,
I edited that shit out the best I could. But man, congratulations, dude. Like all that work, all this time, all of that, it had to be really cool. It felt really good for me just putting it together and listening to it and kind of like this year in review kind of thing. And then I actually went back and watched some of the footage from, I guess it's almost 2 or 3 years ago now, when I came out there the first time with Sensi Trails and Swells and
yeah.
Doa and what was it? The late ones, Dylan Kiave, like Indica Roots, like that was a whole thing. So I mean, this isn't just like a year of the acoustic sessions. This has been something you've been doing for a really super long time. Um, but today was just a big celebration of that, man. I enjoyed every part of it. I hope you did too.
Yeah, of course, man. That would, dude. I mean, you're talking about me getting the spotlight here. Don't the spotlight should be back on you, buddy. I mean, that was a great show. Um, like you said in I think in one of the texts we had earlier about having all the feels and the goosebumps and everything, just listening to it, and that's definitely how I felt listening to the show this morning. So, a big thanks to you
Yeah, man.
and for what you're doing, and this journey that we've kind of running parallel, running together. So yeah, it was amazing, man. It's funny you mentioned the stuff from a few years back too, because I mean that was one of those beginning pieces that got laid into place for what the acoustic sessions have become now.
Yeah.
Um, so it's definitely one of the bigger, I think, the bigger pieces to that puzzle of why it's happening and what it's become. So
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I remember being in your backyard and you're saying there would be this, it's gonna be this, it's gonna be that, it's gonna be, I'd like to be able to do these at some point, and like now you're doing it, and it looks good, it sounds good. It's never really a competition. I don't think it's not like oh we're competing with Sugar Shack, but there is. It's nice that there's this West Coast alternate, um, and when I listen to everything today on the show, especially the acoustic sessions, because they were recorded the way that they were, they're super fucking raw. I mean, it's super like just crisp and it's good and it's recorded well. The video is shot well, it's edited well. I mean, this is really good content for artists. And it's like one thing with the radio show, I love doing it because it's like, hey, here's a platform for artists, dope. But what you're doing is the same thing. I mean, it's you could put together video with a cell phone, or you could do it the way you're doing it, or the audio could be okay and you just take one or two takes. And I know how much you've gone back and forth on some things. I've gone back and forth with you, so it's like the attention to detail shows, and I think it really just stands out amongst everything that's out there right now. And I'm hoping that more people see it. What I saw today was incredible with the influx of social media and people supporting and shouting out, and that was in all reality from a couple of days of efforts of collaboration and shouting. And look at what we did. Like for me, we broke the all-time streaming record of all time, which I try not to get caught up on it, but I love seeing it because it shows that there's actually some traction, like something's happening and something's going on. So it's a
yeah,
good
always looking
indication, you
for
know what I mean?
yeah, always looking for that growth, man. Yeah, yeah, for sure. And then going back to what you mentioned about the quality of what this is, and honestly, my expectations were low coming into this to start. I mean, this was just an idea. We were throwing it out there. We were going to see how it turned out, and then kudos to the people I have involved with this. Many people know who Olympic is. Um, Brandon is one of the guys here on site doing the engineering for the sound, and then you also have Kevin Cameron, who has filled in for when Olympic isn't available. So he's done a great job here. If you don't know who that is, everyone, that's the bass player for the Resi Boys, the Resonators.
Yes.
Um, and then obviously tipping my hat to Aaron, the videographer with Aaron Thomas Media. And then, of course, to the final mix and master coming out of we just recently started working with a second studio when Hunter from Oracle Sound Studios was out on a little tour. So we've been working with Big G Productions, and that was a connection that was made through Joey Caldereo. So, you saw all these pieces, just all these dots just keep connecting and coming together. So it's just beautiful what this has become, and really now, we're looking at ways to improve what we talked about a number of times, and how do we improve the video. Hunter has given a lot of feedback on what we can do for improving the sound aspects. So, I mean, this is just the beginning. We've only been at this, the first recording was in June, first release was in July. So we're not even at a 6-month mark yet. We're creeping up on that here soon. So, I mean, this is just getting started. And of course, there's always that comparison to Sugar Shack. And for anybody to even be comparing us to that, see, funny, we have sirens going by right now. The other day we had Shane Hall over here for an acoustic session. Yep. And he had a rough time getting here from Oceanside. It took him 2 hours to get here. And then we had a delay because we had a car accident right down the road. So sorry, the sirens just kind of triggered that. So
no, that's live. It's live. It's always so cool when it's live until there's sirens, and then you're like, shit. Outside's fun until it's not.
Well, the funny thing too is on one of Orion Song's tracks, we had because there's a pack of coyotes that comes out every single night, and so you could hear them in one of the recordings. Nice. And it might actually be the one we used because it was Kevin that was here for that one. He's like, I mean, it's an environmental aspect. It kind of adds a little bit more to the recording, knowing that this, is recording in an environment that's not, secure by any means. So yeah, it's interesting for sure.
That's awesome. Well, it's been fun watching the process and seeing how it goes, and knowing some of the artists that have been involved, and getting to know some of the artists that, we're involved, or were like I didn't know before the acoustic session. So it's honestly like it's been great because it's opening doors for more artists. I know you have a lot more recorded than what we've actually seen thus far, so there's a lot more content to come. Yeah, man, this is great. I know that one person claimed the code I saw earlier for the Vibes Alive, for the people that are getting $25 off. Did anybody else get out there, or is it still available?
It's still there's still 2 more, man. I don't know if people. I sent a message to Jordan. I said, "You're the smart one." she jumped on that and snagged herself an acoustic hoodie. So nice. good for her.
Nice. Well, yeah, it's been a fun day. It's been a day to celebrate for sure.
But hey, real quick.
Yeah.
On the topic of merch, is everybody seeing these? Everybody seeing? How many people we got on here right now? Anybody on here right now?
There's 2. We got 2 peeps.
All right. Well, those peeps, these are available. Send a message to Brett, snag yourself a hat, and they'll be shipped out by me. So maybe I'll even throw a little Muffin sticker in there for you or something.
That's collaboration at best right there. And I'm excited. I just got these today. I got a cool other design, the bee hat that you have, which is awesome. I don't know if that's available.
No, it is if people know about it and they message me. It's not up on the site yet. It's just like I still haven't even got the stuff from the 2-year anniversary up on the site yet. I mean, we have so much merch already on the site. Yeah. But I definitely need to get that stuff up there.
Well, you heard it first. There's a cool, so if it's like the secret menu at In-N-Out at the moment.
Yeah, there you go.
On it, they got it. It's the bee.
It's just like this one too. The one I'm wearing now. Yeah.
Nice. Look at that. See?
Not on the site yet.
I did say this on the show, and I genuinely mean it. When somebody sees you wearing like a Muffin but Good Vibes shirt or a hat, like they just smile, like, what is that? Or that's cool. Or, oh yeah, Muffin but Good Vibe. And they think it's just like a saying. I'm like, no, it's actually like a real thing. And they're like, oh, what? Really? Yeah, okay. And then we like have a whole conversation, which is much why you started it. Like you were saying, it was bringing muffins to people, giving them some, love, homemade love, treats, all those things. It started a whole lot of other things, obviously. So it's pretty amazing, man. It's pretty great. I guess I would say, I think we're going to need to do this again. We're going to have to do another acoustic hour. You're going to have to be adding some more muffins. I mean, I guess not. Skylar Lutz and Brendan Clemente didn't make the show because I only had an hour. So my apologies to those guys. I'll make it up. They'll be on the show next week. But outside of that, I've got some other good things that are going to be on the show next week. I'm excited. Good things, good people. Songs, releases, etc., etc.
Yeah, for the people that are on here right now, I guess people will come back and might watch us again. Just a reminder that our next release coming. Because if the thing is, we go live before each recording we have here. So I'll go up on Instagram, show a little behind the scenes. So those familiar with those will know that we have that video from Jacob Noel coming up. We have Orion Song following him, Shane Hall following him, and then we got some others set. We started. It's like we do tentative dates into August of next year now. Um, so, but yeah, we start locking in dates about 2 months beforehand with each of the artists. So yeah, we're in the midst of getting a few more dates set in place for the January and February months here coming up. So, but yeah, there's a lot more to come. A lot more to come with the acoustic sessions. Um, and definitely, if you have the means, go snag some merch, because the acoustic sessions aren't free, and your support is appreciated. So
Yes, support is amazing, and it's not overrated by any means, and that's why it's cool that you're doing the discounts and doing all that stuff, because it's hard enough as it is to. I mean, it's like the dream. Somebody would ask me like, "Oh, the radio show." Like, I don't know. I never thought of it as the ability to be a job. I could only dream that like I could do the Vibes Alive radio show full time, and we get to do what I really see is like it's just all these different markets, all these other local bands, and by the time we get there and we not cherry pick but find out who these people are that contribute and are playing and need to be heard, then we have a whole like 20 different markets to mash up, and then you
yeah,
still get your locals. But I mean, I see it, I feel it, I believe it today and last week, and the fact that we're still growing week on week on week shows me that other people are going to hear or feel it when they hear it. So yeah, man. Thank you for supporting the radio
been
show the way
telling
you
you,
do.
man. I've been telling you, man. Been telling you, dude. Like, there's some. I mean, we've had the talk a couple times where people, you start to hear those comments about radio being dead. It's not the case at all. The issue is that you have so many of these syndicated stations or these big corporate stations that are playing the same thing. I mean, I'm hearing the same things on the radio on some of the stations I used to listen to back in like the 2000, early 2000s, and they're still playing the same thing today.
Yeah.
It's a matter of bringing that something different to the table, and also highlighting those artists that are coming up. And we got to show them some love. We got to get them out there so that's how they grow. So it's what I love so much about what you're doing, and that's highlighting. I hate using the term the little guys or the little ladies.
Yeah.
That's not the case, because we've heard their voices, we've heard their sound. They got big sound, they got big voices. They need to be heard. They
It's
just
not
need
a
a
smaller
platform to do it.
artist.
So
It's like it's just the ones that like, yeah, exactly. Like it's rough because I never want to be like, yeah, we're doing it for the smaller artists, and you throw out independent, and then that sort of like implies something less, and it's not. It's
no,
simply there's no way to get people to a louder, bigger audience or a larger audience without having tools to have an outlet, and that's why we started. I started the show way back when, and Joe definitely helped out and made it happen. And it was like I asked why I didn't hear this stuff on the radio, and they said because you don't have a show. I didn't know what that meant or how to make that happen per se, but it's on that same premise. It's not the little band. It's not, like a little artist or a lower artist, because I think the talent is beyond. It's like if everybody had the team, so to speak, that some of these other bigger names have, who knows what you could do. I mean, the sky's
yeah,
the limit when you have all these things, but at the same time, you then lose all control of musical identity and all this other stuff. So it's probably a pretty big battle that I don't think I want to have to endure. That I'm not going to have to endure. Thank God. Yeah. Sorry, can you hear the kids yelling?
what's that?
I just hear the boys yelling in the background. It's
Oh, that's
Saturday
always
night
great.
at the Colemans, ladies and gentlemen. And
It's
the
always great.
Durans are on. What up? Hello to you both. Much love. Thank you so much for all you do. You guys are the best. I honestly was so excited. I read that post about Matt running around in his pajamas dancing to the show. I was doing the same damn thing, and and I heard it. So yeah, it never gets old. It never gets old. I'm so happy that people are still digging this, and I think the hour change was a big. It helps because at least here we get the extra hour. You guys are still at the 9 a.m. time, but
Yeah, I
it's
had
good.
some
It's
people
good.
complaining like, "Oh, 9 a.m. I can't get up that early." Like, oh, well, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I can find a way to do like a replay or something. I can talk to
Yeah,
them.
you saw somebody ask about that, right? They were asking if
No,
you could put up in a podcast format. It was on one of the posts on socials. I think it was on Facebook.
I don't know how because it's got all the music in it, and so
Yeah.
it's there's all that weird stuff. But I'm
Yep.
covered by the radio station when I play it on the air.
Yep.
So the best thing would do is just do a replay. But again, they'd have to stream, and sometimes that's a little tough. I don't know.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. All right. Well, it's Saturday night. Craig, let's wrap it up a little bit. Let's see what everybody's saying. 9 a.m. is a little rough. Well, yes. Now that's why we live in Arizona, and it will forever be at 10 a.m. because I can't go back and forth and back and forth. So 10 a.m. it is. 10 a.m. for always. The hats are in stock, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like one, I would love to get you one. Shirts, I'm interested myself as to where they are. I'll work with my merch guy and see if we can get those ordered. I think it's on me, and I always stall. So
Yeah. Yeah. And big shout out to my homie Nick over here at Left Coast Printing Pros.
yeah,
He's
man.
the one that did these hats here for Brett. He's the one that prints all of our shirts, all of our hats. Um,
They're good.
what's he?
I mean, they look
You
great.
gonna grab that B hat?
Yeah. So here's the bee hat right here. It's pretty amazing. I feel like I'm on QVC right now. We've got the bee hat. Muffin but good vibes inscribed on the side right here.
Yeah,
Custom.
there you go.
That's beautiful, beautiful work. You would look fantastic. Mm-hmm.
That looks nice.
It
Where
does
can I
look
get one of
fantastic.
those?
Probably at muffinbutgoodvibes.com. And I would imagine you could get $25 off if you put Vibes Alive in, which would be a freaking
Yeah,
steal for
there's
a hat. I mean,
still a
come
couple
on.
left. Still a
Damn.
couple of those codes left. If people want to jump on that, you can get
Oh.
$25 off on the website. There's
I don't
no
have enough
strings
of these
attached
yet
there.
to do Black Friday discounts, but we will soon. Check it out, y'all. It's beautiful. Oh.
Any other questions on there? Anybody else sticking around?
Don't look like it. We're all just hanging. But here's what I would say is I appreciate everybody that's on with us. I appreciate everybody that was listening today. It was I don't usually get like emotional about this show. I just love doing it. And today was insane. I definitely was having my own party in here and like in here and in here and everywhere. It's amazing to see the growth. It's amazing to see the support. I'm so damn grateful for it, and yeah, it's time to keep on growing.
Yeah, we got to keep pushing forward, man. Just stay the course. We got good things coming. And this is something too that everybody needs to understand. Go give Brett a follow. Vibes Alive Radio Show. Go follow on every single social media platform that you can find. Every podcast, every live, everything I've been on with anybody, I always say that because the thing is you don't know how much that one like, the one follow, the simple comment, the sharing of the content, any of these factors, it plays so big because it's the domino effect. Because this person follows and this other person sees it, and then it starts getting recommended to their friends, and the whole algorithm stuff that goes on. So it's very important. Just simply, it costs you nothing just to go hit the button. So make sure and give the Vibes Alive Radio Show a follow, a like, subscribe, whatever it may be, whatever platform. Just do it and support this man and help this platform grow.
Thank you very much. I
Yeah,
appreciate that.
of course, man.
And yeah, thank you guys. And Matt Duran, you'll never get my belt. It's my belt. It's never for sale. I keep it close. It doesn't go far from me. Today was a championship day. You guys were amazing. Thank you all. I've got to get back to the familial duties. But
Yeah,
I
same here.
appreciate all the time and all the effort and all the support and all the love. And we're gonna do this again soon. Let's just like start chatting every week. Why not, Craig? Let's do it. Let's have a little muffin time. Yeah?
Yeah,
Mind?
little muffin talk.
Yeah, muffin talk. We'll
Yeah.
have some muffins. We can have some J's. We can have some orange juice. We can have whatever you want. It's fine. I would love to have some. Just that means I should go now.
But again, like he said, I'll say it as well. Thank you to everyone that's shown support to both of our platforms, and there's a lot more coming. There's a lot of talks between me and this guy behind the scenes of trying to figure out things as both of us move through the process. So stay tuned.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm excited for all of it. Thank you guys for being here, jumping on this impromptu thing, and we'll catch you later. Peace.